Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Tony Speaks Morning Show. I'm Tony T with you every day at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time, giving out live free picks for today's card. And on today's show, we'll have picks for you here from NBA. Looks like we have a 9-game card from the association. College basketball, a few conference games from the Big 12, a Big 10, I should say. I did see one from the Horizon in there, and a lot of these challenge conferences versus conferences as well. Small card from NHL. And still a couple of days away tomorrow. The NFL returns. Good one with Dallas, Detroit. And then we get the college football here for your Friday and Saturday. All right, guys. But we want to make sure you do hit us up with that like, that thumbs up. We greatly appreciate that. It really helps us build our audience when you do that. So let's meet the cappers, get right to the picks as we don't mess around here on the Tony's Picks Morning Show. Let's go ahead. Let's say a little Chris. Chris, what's going on?
Well, not much coming off of a 50-50 day there. The Spurs got it done for us, but on the flip side of things, Kentucky couldn't get it done for us in college basketball. So kind of split there. Kind of quiet day on the hit list. A lot of no-name type goal scorers went. A lot of the people that well known and that looked really good should have went, didn't. So anyway, kind of quiet there, but just ready to get to it today.
Let's get to it today. Indeed, Alnitos, what's happening?
Doing all right. That win streak finally came to an end, but one in one day, lost a little bit of juice. I'll take it. Unfortunately, got the worst of that number, Tulane, that juice. But hey, living to fight another day and looking for a bounce back today.
Absolutely. Yeah, I had a single play. I did have the Spurs. It got that nice little fourth quarter run to get the separation there against Memphis. It was kind of cagey there through three quarters, but Spurs got it done there in that spot. And of course, Whiskers, shout out to Syracuse. Getting it done yesterday there on the hardwood. Really exciting college basketball out there. Really good to see some really good performances out there. All right, let's get on here with the show, guys. Appreciate everybody in the chat today joining us. We'll start here with the NBA. And, of course, in the NBA, we've got 9 games. So we'll do 3 blocks of 3 here. We'll start with the Nuggets and Pacers. We see the Nuggets on the road laying 8 at the total 236. Spurs and Magic. Your Spurs in back-to-back spot here. Magic here laying 8. A brutal spot for the Spurs here, total 235. Trailblazers and Cavs. It's the Cavs laying 10 and a half now, total 240 and a half. We'll take a look at the injury report here for these games, and let's just see how these back-to-back teams look like here if they update these injuries here, because some of these teams in back-to-back. So we'll start here with Portland here and Cleveland. And in the Portland side, we have Scoot Henderson, Thibault, and Wesley are out. Holiday is probable. On the Cleveland side, no Allen, no Merrill, no Nance, no Strus, and Ball is probable. We go to Denver and Indiana, and still these rotational players out for Denver. Braun, Gordon, Strother. I think Gordon is the big miss there. They need his inside presence, but Murray now comes up as questionable. Jokic probable. On the Pacers side, no Jackson, no Jones, no Nesmith, no Toppin, Furphy there, questionable. And in the Spurs and the Magic here, Spurs on that back-to-back here will be without Castle, McLaughlin, Wemby. And for Orlando, we got Boncaro, Castleton, and Moritz Wagner still out. We're seeing that line move because the Spurs are just in a really tough spot here. A home game sandwiched between 2 long road trips, which is never good because that home game feels like a road game because you come home, play a home game, travel out. It's like a road game, if you ask me. But anyway, there you go. With those 3, we start with Chris.
Yeah, looking at this Spurs Magic game, I'm going to go couple different directions here. One, we're going to take them in the first half. 4.5 is what I've got. I think the Magic come out strong. Spurs, they hadn't had that fourth quarter run yesterday against my Grizzlies. They may not have pulled that one off, but so I think they come in here tired with this. So we'll take the Magic in the first quarter. You can take a full game. 8.5 is just a little bit more than I like to lay, so I like to get in and out. First half there, -4.5. I'm going to take the Pacers, the points. Watching that Murray news. I mean, Gordon is a very big, he's a big contributor there. He's still out, but Murray is a key contributor as well. So if he's out, definitely got to lean the Pacers there with the points. And looking at that Cleveland-Portland game, that's just kind of ugly there. Probably the highest total on the board today, so probably leave that one alone. If I had to lean anything, might take the points with Portland, but that's just a small lean there. That's just going to be an ugly game.
There we go from Chris on over to Alnitos.
Yeah, Nuggets, Pacers, probably my favorite one in this block. I'll take the points with the Pacers here. I mean, again, yes, can the Nuggets come in here and blow them out? Absolutely. And actually, rather than lay the points, I'd rather take the plus 160 here on the Nuggets to win both halves. But as far as the spread's concerned, again, I'd rather just take the points with the Pacers there. And yeah, tough spot with the Spurs, but it's even tougher for me to lay 8 with the Magic. So I'll take the points with the Spurs there. Again, just a small lean, not crazy.
There we go from Al Nino. See, I'll tell you what I think about this game. Yeah, I can't. For me, the Magic I recommend on my video. Not with this line move. I would not recommend it here. It is a horrible spot, as I said here, for the Spurs. After a 5-game road trip, they have a 1-game homestand, then they hit the road the next night, and then again for I believe it's another 4-game road trip. So this is a brutal spot here because that home game feels like a road game. You unpack, play at home, pack again, and road out. I count that as a road game. So tough spot here. Orlando's covered 6 of 8 with a good defensive play. They had in their previous 2 games, they'd had 2 days of rest in between games. Then they have 1 day of rest here. This is a well-rested Orlando team. I could see a blowout, but I don't want to lay it now with that number where it's at here. Again, this Cleveland game has moved too much. It's hard for me to make a case for Portland here, dropping 6 of 11 on the road, a back-to-back spot, 3 games in 4 nights. And now we kind of reached that part of the season now where you have to worry about some of these spots, right? We're already a month and a half into the season. So some of these travel spots, 3 games in 4 nights, these road trips start to pile up here. I'm just going to stay away. The lines move too much. The one I do like here, I agree here with the Pacers taking the points. Again, just too many rotational players injured and banged up for Denver. Although we have seen the Pacers here over their past 2 weeks, allowing just 44% shooting, 31% from 3, kind of taking the Dallas approach. If you can't shoot, make your shots, try and defend. And that's what they're doing here is defending here. So I'll look here at Indiana. Denver's allowed 122 points per game over their past 2 weeks, allowing 48% shooting. And that's the deal there with Gordon. Gordon is such a presence in that middle, also an energy guy for this Denver team. Just really like the way he plays. Just kind of emotionless on the court. He just lets his work do his talking for him, which I really appreciate there from somebody like that. In these days, we see a lot of trash talking and people pointing themselves. I kind of appreciate Gordon's play out there on the court. All right, let's continue here on the Tony's Morning Show as we move on over to the next series of games. Clippers and Hawks. We got the Hawks here 3. There's some 3.5s popping up now, total 227. Hornets and the Knicks. It is the Knicks here, 8.5, total 236. Nets and Bulls. The Bulls are 8, total 231.5. And we'll see what we got here in this block here of games for you in the injury report. Clippers and the Hawks. We have Bogdanovich and Jones out. Miller is questionable. Chris Paul has been sent home. And when he woke up this morning, they had a plane ticket for him to say, go back home, we're cutting you. So Chris Paul, although not really much of an impact on the team this year, he has been sent home packing. So kind of a weird way to do it. But he made a post on his Instagram, and I guess on his Twitter, said, see you guys, I've been sent home. I guess he got the hall pass, came in and said, go back home. Yeah, they did a little dirty there, right? For a veteran like that. There must be some stuff going on behind the scenes. I don't know what it is, but yeah, that was kind of a weird situation. This is a kind of weird season here for our Clippers anyway. For Atlanta, no Porzingis, Toppin, and Trae Young out. Charlotte and the Knicks here. We've got Connaughton, Green, Mann, Miller, and Williams. Oh, Miller is the guy. You got to have him in there, right? He's out. Ball is probable. For the Knicks, OG and Shamat continue to be out. And we did get to Brooklyn and Chicago in this block. So, oh my goodness, Chicago, we're going to pop. This is going to take forever with Chicago. But anyway, for Brooklyn, Highsmith, Mann, Cam Thomas out. For Chicago, they're almost like they got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12 guys on the injury report. I'd never seen that before. We got White, Werder, Essengu out, Okuro doubtful, Terry, Smith, Collins questionable, Williams, Phillips, Obrich, Jones probable. So we're going to have who's playing, right? Let's Giddy, Dawson, Buzelis, and Vucevic. Well, the important guys are playing. There you go for Chicago. So we'll start here with Chris.
Yeah, look at this Hornets-Knicks game. I know Miller's a big contributor there to the Hornets, but Knicks looked bad yesterday. I think Brunson only scored 15 points in 4 quarters, and just a rough go there for the Knicks against the Celtics last night, on the back-to-back here. I'd lean with the Hornets with the points there. The Knicks just didn't look good. To take the over in the Clippers and the Hawks there. I think get up and down there. That's kind of what we do in Atlanta is take the over there. And then, yeah, that's definitely probably the roughest game on there with the Bulls having pretty much everybody out. I guess I have to just keep their starters in a little bit more. But with that many, I hate to lean Brooklyn, but I mean, that's like 12 players. I mean, what are you going to do? So small lean to the 7.5 that I've got, 7.5, 8, whatever you can get with the Nets. I would take that.
There we go here from Chris. Next up, we're moving over to Al Nino's.
Yeah, staying on that game, and you mentioned all the question marks, and you also mentioned all the probables. That's quite a few probables. So I expect to even get a better number with the Nets closer to tip-off, that including with maybe some Bulls on some money line parlays or stuff like that, pushing this line up as well. So I like the Nets here as well with the points, but I'll just wait till closer to tip-off. I think I'll get a better number there. Nets, Knicks, Hornets. I'll take the points with the Hornets here again. Just think it's a few too many points for the Knicks to be laying here, especially after that tough game there against the Celtics. So I'll gladly take the points there with the Hornets. And we had Clippers, Hawks. Yeah, look around for a 3, I guess. I'm seeing some 3.5s here, but you should be able to get maybe a juice 3 here with the Hawks. If you like the Clippers, guess you could try to make a case for the Clippers on the money line. Try to make a case for the value there, but just like what I've seen out the Hawks, a lot better than these Clippers. So it's a juiced -3 on the Hawks for me.
There we go here from El Nino's here. Tell you what I think about these games. Yeah, New York has been a really good home team, winning 10 of 11, a good cover record. But I can only look at the Charlotte side here. New York is on a back-to-back, third game in 4 days. Now, they were in a similar spot about 3 weeks ago, back-to-back, 3 games in 4 days facing Orlando at home. They lost by 17 points in that back-to-back spot with 3 days and 4 nights. So I'm going to come here and take Charlotte. I know all the trends go against them, but to me, this is just a spot to go against New York. We're kind of hitting the point of the season where you look for these travel spots and look to fade teams in them, especially laying these type of points. So I'll take Charlotte in that spot. Now, we talked about, having a day off in Miami can be troublesome. Well, having a day off in Atlanta as well. The Clippers have a day off in Atlanta. Just go look at Kawhi's video. You'll know what I'm talking about. I'll take Atlanta in this spot. Clippers have lost 9 of 11. Their defense has been terrible here. They've lost 5 straight, 14 of 16, failing to cover 4 straight, 12 of 16. It's been poor shooting and defense that has haunted LA. Tyrone Lue lost for words. He's just basically said, I have no idea how to fix this team. He's trying everything. And Norman Powell came in the other day and said he's just happy he's not there anymore. So, I mean, it's not his problem anymore. So there you go. He must have escaped from LA. Maybe that's what that was the thing there. He was happy to be out of there. But anyway, I'll look at the Atlanta side. I just cannot back this Clippers team. I don't know. The line's kind of fishy, but still, I'll do it here. Yeah, I can only look at.
They got some big names there, so I'm not too shocked by the line. But I mean, yes, as far as the what they've been doing, yeah, I agree. It is a little funny, but.
I mean, Kawhi and Harden will still give you your points, but it's the supporting cast that has been really disappointing, I think, for the Clippers. They're just not getting that. They're not. I mean, you see Harden, you see him putting up big games. You see Kawhi still putting games. Zubac's hot and cold sometimes, but other than those 3, I don't see any contributions a lot significant of anybody from that team. So I think it really is the supporting cast there. Maybe they have to blow it up. But again, what are you going to get for these guys? They're very late in their careers. You went old. You went the old way. So it's I don't know the bubble. I don't know what they're going to do. And of course, Brook Lopez, he's still old. They didn't make really good moves in the offseason. That's really what it came down to. Yeah, I can only look here at Brooklyn here. Bulls have lost 10 of 13, failing to cover 8 of 10. Shooting has been inconsistent for Chicago, and they're banged up royally here. The Chicago over the past month has given up 126 points per game. I can only look at taking the points there with the Brooklyn Nets in that one. All right, let's continue here on the Tony S'more Show, closing out NBA with these final 3. Kings and Rockets. It's the Rockets tax here, 15.5, total 230.5. Pistons and Bucks. Pistons road favorites. This has come up. I thought I saw 3.5 last night, up to now 4.5, total 230.5. Heat and Mavericks. The Heat 5.5 on the road, total 241. Let's take a look here at these injuries here for today's card. In these games here, we'll look here at Sacramento and Houston. It is Sabonis still out. Schroeder is questionable. Malik Monk is probable there. On the Rockets side, we have Eason, Finney-Smith, Van Fleet out. Steven Adams took the cheap shot from Dylan Brooks. He's questionable or probable, depending on what they say here in that one. We go to Detroit, Milwaukee. We have Klintman and Sasser out for Detroit. Robinson here is questionable. For Milwaukee, it is Prince out, Harris and Porter questionable. Giannis is probable and very unhappy in Milwaukee. Very unhappy player right now. So keep an eye there. Miami and Dallas. It's Rozier out. Johnson, Larson, Norman Powell questionable. There's a big one there. Big piece there. Questionable for Miami. For Dallas, we know Irving's still going to show up on the report. Lively out. Irving and Lively out. Gafford questionable. PJ Washington also questionable there. We'll go over to Chris.
Yeah, looking at this Sacramento-Houston game there, just too many. I know Houston's been fire hot right now, but it's just too many for me for 15.5. I think the Kings could potentially sneak in the back door there with that. Hopefully Keegan Murray has a good game. I just don't like really any of the Kings there, but 15.5 is just way too much for me. On the other things, I'm going to take Detroit on the road there against Milwaukee. Giannis is not happy, so we'll see how that affects how he plays, if he cares or whatever. But I still take Detroit in that one to cover the spread. And I'm going to take Miami. Like I've said all season, I'm still not in love with this this Dallas Mavericks team, and I think Detroit or Miami does just a little bit better on the road against the Mavericks.
There we go here from Chris. We move on over to El Ninos.
Yeah, I agree. I was definitely on Miami. This line I saw open at 3, quickly jumped up to a 4 and 5.5 now. I'm not sure I like it quite as much as a 3, but yeah, I still think they can win this one by more than 2 possessions. So I'll still lay it there, but again, obviously a little more careful with it at this number now. Another line move, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, the Pistons opened up again closer to 1 possession. Now they're laying a possession and a half here. So I don't know. I almost kind of want to get on the Bucks money line at this price, but again, am I getting the right price here? Plus 160 and better. I'm seeing. I'm very tempted to switch to the Bucks now. At the -3 or better, I definitely like the Pistons, but maybe I don't know. I guess maybe can't give you any strong advice on this one today, but I'm definitely seeing a lot of value on the money line, and can't blame anyone for taking the Pistons either, because I guess they've been playing the better basketball here. And yep, that'll do it for me here.
There from El Ninos. Tell you what I think about these games here. It's a lot of points. I can only look here at Sacramento plus the 15.5, and I went back and dug a little bit here. Kings have covered their past 3 games as double-digit underdogs. So they've covered those 3. And matter of fact, they won 2 of those games straight up at Denver and home to Minnesota. So you want to sprinkle in a little bit, maybe a sprinkle spot, because the Rockets are coming off a 4-game road trip that did not end very well. They have 1 day off coming off back-to-back high elevation games at Utah. See if they catch their breath or not. They are 3-4 of the spread at home. I would look here at Sacramento, maybe a little sprinkle there, only because of what Sacramento's done in this spot as a massive dog, and the fact that Houston is coming off a road trip and back-to-back games in high elevation there. I'll look at Heat and Mavericks. This is a 4.5 point spread. Miami has lost 4 of 9 on the road. I'm a little concerned about Norman Powell's status here. The Mavs have covered 3 of 4. Again, these teams, they can't shoot. We saw this. We're seeing this with Indiana. We saw this with Dallas earlier. If you can't shoot, then the coach will hammer you to play defense. And that's what we're seeing here, is that we're starting to see some of these teams that can't shoot play defense. And we've seen Mavericks start to cover, play a little more respectable here. Dallas has defended well at home, allowing just under 45% shooting, 33% from 3. So Miami and Indiana are going to be your teams that are just going to focus on defense to keep them in game. So I'll take Miami. I'll take the plus points there with Dallas in that spot. Now you got 5.5 with Dallas. Yeah, I'll take Dallas at the plus price. All right, let's continue here on the Tony Spooks morning show. We'll continue. We'll turn our attention here to college hoops. What we do this time of the year, when we get into late December, early January, we'll get into the blocks of games But here we're just going to ask the cappers, just give us what you got from college basketball. So our college basketball segment ready to roll here. Let's get it started with Chris.
A couple I'm looking at here today. This Bama-Clemson game. Give me the over in the first half, 79.5. I think Alabama comes out strong here in the first one, and given that, so we'll take over in the first half in that one. I'm going to take Auburn versus NC State there with -6.5 is what I've got. I think they just get it done there at home in that one. And let's see another one. And I'm going the other direction here. Mississippi State, Georgia Tech. Let me make sure that line hasn't changed as far as an under, because I think we see a lower scoring matchup in that situation. Let's see, 149.5. Yeah, I still lean the under in that one. I just think we see a lower scoring defensive battle between those two.
There we go with Chris. Next up, we go to Al Ninos.
Yeah, that's probably actually my favorite play, or at least one of them on college basketball, is that under there, Mississippi State, Georgia Tech. Georgia Tech coming in 6-2 to the under. Mississippi State is 7-1 to the under. So I'll take this one to stay well under this number. And I was leaning towards that over in that Clemson-Bama game as well. Clemson coming in 4-3 to the over. And Bama sure likes to push the pace, so I can definitely see that one going over the total. Louisville, Arkansas should be a good one. Louisville still undefeated here. Should be a good matchup, though. Arkansas playing some pretty good basketball themselves, but still think I'm laying the points here with Louisville here to get it done on the road.
There from Al Ninos here. Tell you what I think here about some of these games. I got 3 of them for you here. I'm going to take Youngstown State -3.5 against Wright State. You know, Youngstown at home has shot well from 2 and 3 this season. They defend the three-point line very well and force turnovers. You know, Wright State has been poor on the glass on both ends, and they turn the ball over. They struggle to defend inside. We'll take Youngstown State here -3.5. Air Force, we'll take them +6.5 against Pacific. Air Force at home, you know they have the elevation there against this traveling Pacific Tigers team. The Falcons have good size. They convert well inside and can defend the three-point shot. Pacific is a team that turns the ball over and does not force them on the defensive end. UOP lacks size. We'll take Air Force +6.5. I'll take the UCLA Bruins here -1.5 against Washington. UCLA, a talented team, sitting 17th in the nation in defensive efficiency. They are an experienced team that shoots well from 3 and inside. Washington does not force turnovers on the defensive side of the ball, and they struggle to score inside. They dropped both of their step-up games here against Baylor by 9 on the road and by 13 to Colorado on a neutral court. Not a particular large team, sitting about the Ken Palm 207th in the nation in size. You know, despite being a Big Ten team, you got to get size in this conference. I don't know what you're doing recruiting-wise, but when you play in the Big Ten, you need size, especially with these big teams inside. You know, all these teams were inside your Wisconsins, your Michigans, your Michigan States, your Ohio States. All these teams have size, and if you want to compete in the Big Ten, you better recruit size. I don't know what the hell Washington's doing over there, but I'll go ahead and take UCLA -1.5. All right, let's continue here on this Homies Morning Show as we continue on here to the NHL for today. We've got a light card of games here. Looks like we've got 5 games, so we'll just knock them out here in one block. Stars at Devils. It's the Devils -113, total 6. Sabres and Flyers. It's the Sabres on the road, $1.17, total 6. Jets and Canadiens. You got the Jets here, $1.15, total 6. Mammoth and Ducks. The Ducks at home, $1.07 on both sides here, total 6.5. Capitals and Sharks. The Capitals are back-to-back after beating the Kings on the road last night. Caps, $1.53, total 6, over to Al Ninos.
Yeah, the Jets continue to struggle there without their goalie, but yeah, the Canadiens haven't been much better themselves, so I'm gonna keep riding here with my Jets here and maybe keep getting beat. But again, I think there's just too much talent on this roster to keep losing. So I think they step up a little bit defensively, and obviously they got some goal scorers there. So I'll take the Jets there. Maybe I lean to the over, but yeah, again, I like the Jets. I think we're still getting some value there on them. And honestly, not too much in the NHL today. Yeah, a couple tough spots on the teams I would back normally here. The Stars, again, on the road on a back-to-back, so you could definitely make a case for the Devils with the rest and home ice advantage, but just staying away. And Same thing. I want to back the Capitals to bounce back there after that tough overtime loss, but don't want to lay any juice with them. It'd be -1 if I got there. But again, back to back there. Sharks rested at home. Haven't played it yet, but yeah, tempted, but nothing yet there. So just gonna stick with the Jets for today, and hope they bounce back there against the struggling Canadiens.
There you go here from El Ninos. I know you're talking to us here, Victor, from the phone. We have two formats. We have the vertical and the horizontal. So look for the horizontal feed there, because I can tell you're commenting on the vertical. I can see the phone. I see the phone next to your comment. So you're watching us in vertical. We have the vertical format for those people on phones. So we simulcast in vertical and landscape. So it's a new feature on YouTube. They allow it, and they suggest doing it because it's the better viewing experience for those folks on phones. So if you're watching us on a phone, use the vertical format. If you're watching us on a regular laptop, desktop, tablet, use the landscape format. So there you go, Victor. So I don't know if you're on a phone and you're having it's a better viewing experience there. There you go. So find the landscape format. All right. Rod will be here on the happy hour. Someone was asking where's Rod more. Rod, at this time of the year, it's like 10 degrees. It's below zero. He's got to make sure he has running water and heat. So he lives in the prairie, so it's tough for him there to participate in the morning shows. That's why you see him on the happy hour when hopefully the temperature rises a little bit and he knows that he has running water and heat and electricity, and he can actually go to the store and not be covered in 6 feet of snow. So sometimes he's got to shovel snow just to get to the store. So mornings are very difficult when you live out in the prairie up near the Northwest Territories in the northern part of Canada. Brutal.
Yeah,
Brutal.
Maybe you should start traveling down here with the Blue Jays fans during the winter.
Maybe he should. He should be a snow. I told him he should be a snowbird. Just come out here in during the winter. Get out of that snow. Speaking of getting out of snow, Kel Dog, she's out there in Chicago. She knows what that's like. But just having to deal with that every day is brutal. There. So no doubt. All right, we got you through the hockey. Well, we got you through all the sports. Now it's time for our parlay purple segment, where our handicappers give out all parlay, team player prop, game of the future. We started off with Chris.
Yeah, I'll give you a couple two-teamer here. Just probably some degens here, but we'll take Charlotte plus the points and the Kings plus the points to sneak in the back door against Houston. On that one, could sprinkle on the money line with the Kings, like Tony said. They've been kind of sneaky. They're covering against these bigger teams. Definitely, it's not like they've been doing bad against like Denver's not terrible and things. So I'd sprinkle a little bit maybe on that Kings money line, but I think the bigger thing is Charlotte plus the points, Kings plus the points, and then we're going to take Jacob Chikrin to get you a goal today, and I'll put that in the comments.
There you go. From Cow Dog, it's time of the year when you're in that area there. Cold day. Thank God for e-learning. No doubt about that. On over to El Ninos.
Yeah, I'll go Pacers, Hornets, and Nets.
There you go. You know what I like to do? I like to give you college football here this time of the year. I'm going to go ahead and take Jacksonville State plus the 2.5. Gamecocks won their only meeting, but, man, they put up 451 yards on this Kennesaw State defense. Kennesaw State has struggled with the past 3 games, giving up 37 points per game. Poor defense against the run and pass. This is a home game. Now, the games on Friday are home sites. The games on Saturday are neutral courts, neutral fields. So this is a true home game here. Well, who's going to show up to a Conference USA game let's face it, who's going to show up on a neutral site game for these teams, right? But I'll take Jacksonville State has the home field. They'll be pumped for it. They're 4-1 to the spread at home. This is a home field. I don't know why it's lined like this, but I'll take I know why it's lined because Kennesaw has played well this year, but I'll take Jacksonville State. When they're ready to roll, they'll get it done. And I don't like the defensive form for Kennesaw State whatsoever, so I'll take Jacksonville State here plus the points. All right. We got you through our Parlay Purple segment. Now it's time to see what our cappers have for sale over at Tony's Picks. Heading into a big week of action here with college football, conference tournament action, NFL get late in the season here. Post-Thanksgiving, these games get bigger and bigger, as you know. And, of course, all the hoops and hockey right now is we're starting to sprinkle in some of these conference games. We see Big Ten with the early start. We see with one from the horizon today. And, of course, when you click the link in the description, that'll take you over to our site over at Tony'sPicks.com. We'll be able to find all of our best bets and more. Let's take a look and see what Chris has for sale right now, coming off of a good day yesterday. Chris, what do you got for sale over at Tony's Picks?
I guess got you a best bet in the NBA today. And I've got you 2 plays in college basketball today. Best bet premium, wrapped them all up in a 3-pack for you guys there. So you guys can get that. Make sure you use the promo code TonyT at checkout. It's going to save you the 15% off of that. And then 2-for-1 capper, pair me up with you guys who see who's on the leaderboard. You also see who's on lives and all the videos and all the content we're producing that's doing really well. So pair us up together. Let us both go to work for you. Hop on something long term here. We're headed towards the weekend. We're about midweek now. So you can still hop on something long term. We do have a lot of conference tournaments and things. Got the SEC championship coming up and a lot of things that I'll be covering as well on here, and NBA, college basketball, college football, and NFL. All those things are what you're going to get from me. So hop on something long term, short term, get you a late steam action in case all these line movements that seem to be happening lately in the NBA and everywhere else. So hop on there and let's just continue to try to do well.
That's right, guys. Get on board with Chris over at TonySpicks.com. You see some best bets and multi-packs up there on the board. Remember, all of our one-day passes are profit guaranteed. They must earn a profit amount purchased will be credited back to your account for site credits. That's profit guarantee. So get on board with Chris over at TonySpicks. Long-term subscriptions also available. You can say 3 days, 7 days, up to a year. So get on board. All right, let's take a look, see what El Ninos has got for sale today over at TonySpicks. El Ninos has been cranking here the last couple of days. Also doing well here NFL for El Ninos. Put up the numbers right now. Last 7 days, 689. Been scoring in the NFL this year. Great year in the NFL as well. 612 units. This is all based on $100 unit wager size. El Ninos, what do you got for sale?
Yeah, normally, as well, you can see I got my NFL game of the week up there if you want to scoop that up. But I like a couple plays in the NBA actually today. Might even end up with a 3-pack there. Just gonna put them in when we get off the air here. Was waiting on a better line with one of the plays I like best, but again, as you know, we like to get our plays by 11 a.m. But could very well get some steam plays as well today. So definitely want to check out one of those long-term 2-for-1 capper passes. Pair me up with your favorite capper and get those steam plays emailed right to you.
That's right. Get on board. El Ninos over at TonySpicks. Cyber Monday sale is still up there from El Ninos. NHL and NFL.
I guess it's Cyber Week. Yeah.
Cyber Week.
Cyber
Week still up there. NBA all the way, NFL, NHL up for El Ninos. Long-term subscriptions is the way to go. And as Alan mentioned, long-term subscriptions include all late steam plays. Now, our plays are in by 11 a.m. Eastern time, and our cappers continue to handicap throughout the day and night looking for winners for you guys. And what we do is we find those late winners and we put them in the system between 10 minutes and 2 hours for a game time, and those are emailed right to your inbox using the email that you use when you sign up for the service. Also, props, team and player props, also part of the long-term subscriptions at no extra charge. We have automated our prop. We have automated our pick selection and grading for props. From right now, we have NFL. We have NBA and NHL player props and team props also included at no extra charge there when you buy a long-term subscription. So those will also be part of your package. And as I said, they are automated in our system for selection and grading. So it's no extra work for anybody to put them in. So we're ready to roll here with TonySpicks. We had some significant growth here the past year, actually the past couple of months. Somehow, some way, I freed up a couple hours of my time during the week, and it's been paying dividends. Let me tell you that right now. So get on board here over at with El Ninos over at TonySpicks, and we'll be able to get you rolling here and use that promo code TonyT at checkout. You'll save that 15% off. I'll have a best bet on the board right now over at TonySpicks as well here from the NBA. Come off a winner yesterday. I had his lone click with San Antonio. So get on board with me and match me up with your favorite capper here with the multi-capper promotion. We call it the 2-for-1 capper promotion. Get signed up. All right, guys, with you here every day here at 9:30 a.m. Eastern time. Make sure you guys hit that like, hit that subscribe. We greatly appreciate that. It really helps us build up our audience. And, of course, you can head on over to our YouTube channel where we have a lot of great content. It's just getting more and more content as we speak. We're putting the finishing touches to another live show here on our channel. And we have four live shows, soon to be 5 live shows here on our channel. And when you guys check us out over on the TonySpicks YouTube channel, you'll be able to find a lot of great content up there. We'll show it to you right now. If we can get it right set up there. Yeah, we go. We got it set up. So check us out there on the YouTube. And, of course, you'll land right on our homepage. When you land on our homepage, you'll be able to see our compilation videos. I'm already up. Boy, when you don't have 60 college football games to go through, you can get a lot of stuff done. So we got college football ready to roll for this week. NFL already up for tomorrow. This game, NBA deep dives. We got those up there for you right now. Chris with his hit list here, ready to roll here today with the NHL prop hit list is ready to roll here from Chris. You see good contributions there. We've got NFL already opening line report week 14 ready to roll here with with Alessandro, so he's ready to go there. I got the Cowboy game up there, so Alessandro's got your NFL for the week already up on the channel. Our college football videos will be up there for you as well. NBA, I got those. Of course, Ramon also contributing with those as well. College basketball today, we got the compilation college basketball video from Alessandro. It looks like also Ramon with 1, 2, 3, 4 college hoops. We got Ramon as well as DeAndre in there with the college hoops coverage for you guys. So lots of great content there today up on the channel. NHL, Ramon's got you covered on the entire NHL card, as well as Chris here with the hit list from the props. And of course, fight picks coming in, are in video format. We got shorts. Keep an eye on the shorts. We are getting some shorts up there on the channel as well. So check them out. There we clip some of our show videos as well. So lots of great stuff up on the Tony's YouTube channel. Just getting bigger and bigger as we speak here. And of course, Chris, big contributor here to the live show as well as your hit list, been a big hit.
Yeah, definitely try to be on the live as much as I can outside of anything that happens in the mornings. But also, yeah, as long as I've got data, like I tell you guys every day, I'm going to put you guys a video out there. You got 5 goal scorers today. There's 5 games. So just took one from each one that looked the best there. Remember, don't parlay those up. I'm getting a lot of messages about these guys not all hitting all together. So play them straight. And as long as I've got data, you guys will have a video out there for the hit list. I appreciate everybody's comments and likes and everything like that, the back and forth. So just let me know who you guys are taking today. And I might tell you guys as well. So we'll keep putting it out there as long as I've got it.
There you go. So check out there the prop, the playlist. It's the second one from the top when you land on our page. Great content there. Of course, El Ninos, we see you here with dog videos. We see you here on the live shows as well as some of the shorts you produce.
Yeah, I'm going to have to take a page out of Chris's book and get more consistent with the videos. But yeah, it's been more live shows lately, and just gonna try to do as much as I can. And as you said, got tons of stuff going on there, so go check it out.
A lot of great content on the YouTube channel. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. We greatly appreciate that. Like everyone's contributions here on the Tony Mix YouTube channel. Here with you here 9:30 a.m. Eastern time. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. We greatly appreciate that. Any closing thoughts from anybody before we close it out?
Let's make it a winning day, guys.
Making a winning one. We're going to wait. Goodbye, guys. You guys making a winning one. We're back tomorrow here on the Tony Mix Morning Show.